I'm Linda Ann Casey Smock. I'm a retired teacher, 40 years, and I've taught every grade you can think of. And now that I'm retired, I've decided that I'm going to write books. And I'm writing books about talking animals. They're real animals, actually, from friends, family and friends. And I've used their names and some of their personalities in a cartoon type setting. So today I'm going to be reading you the second book in my series. And this one is Ringo's Big Idea. Ringo is a Chihuahua. And he is my friend's Chihuahua. And then in the book, there'll be other names of animals that will be also animals of friends with their names and their little personalities. And I hope you enjoy the book. Ringo's Big Idea. And the author, I am the author, Linda Ann Casey Smock, and the illustrator is Daniel Oviedo. Okay. Hi, guys. This is your favorite Chihuahua, Ringo, back again for another adventure with my friends Cookie and Tahoe. Cookie and Tahoe and I were chasing each other when Tahoe remembered the animals in the pound. He stopped in his tracks. Ringo, he said, do you remember when I was in the dog pound and the friends I made? I was so sad that I got to go home and they didn't. Yes, I remember, said Ringo. Do you want to try to help them? Tahoe said, I'm not sure. Are you? Ringo said, I may have an idea on how to free them. Jerry and Janet were getting ready for school, saw their buddies, and rushed over to pet them to say goodbye. Ringo always loved their petting. As they went off, Ringo said, the fun begins now. Cookie said, Ringo, what big idea do you have today? Ringo replied, I'm going over to the dog pound to set the animals free. Do you want to come along? Cookie said, sure. Are we taking Tahoe? No, he might get so excited we wouldn't be able to sneak around and free them. We will tell him later so he can go see them. As they walked to the pound, they saw squirrels in the trees. One squirrel said, hi, guys, what you doing? I'm Ringo, and this is Cookie. We're going to the pound to set the animals free and make our friend Tahoe happy. Want to come? The squirrel said, wow, that's a great idea. Let's go. Off they went to the pound. They came upon a crow. Mr. Crow was looking for food when he saw Ringo and Mr. Squirrel. Hey, where are you going? Are you looking for food like me? He asked. No, Ringo replied. We're going to the pound to let our friends out. Why not come along with us? Okay, said the crow. Count me in. So off they went. When they got to the pound, Ringo said, okay, let's see how we can free them quickly. There are so many dogs and cats in cages. We can get in, but we need the monkeys, observed Mr. Squirrel. We need the monkeys? Ringo asked. How could I forget about them? I wish I had wings and long arms, and I could fly like Mr. Crow and climb like the monkeys to free them myself. Okay, Mr. Crow, can you go find the monkeys to help? Sure, said Mr. Crow, and off he flew. Then Ringo and Cookie had a meeting with Mr. Squirrel. Mr. Squirrel had gone to find the monkeys, said Ringo. Mr. Crow has gone to find the monkeys, said Ringo. Mr. Squirrel, would you also help us? Sure, what can I do? Asked Mr. Squirrel. Find food for the animals we are going to free and hide it in the park for them. Of course, Mr. Squirrel said. Away he scampered. While Ringo and Cookie were waiting, they thought they heard a noise. They hid in the bushes. It was just Mr. Crow with their monkey friends. Mr. Crow went in and let the animals know they were getting out of their cages and would be free. He told them to look for Mr. Squirrel, who would lead them to food. The animals yipped and yapped and barked hooray. When Mr. Squirrel got there, he could not believe his eyes. The monkeys and Mr. Crow had opened the cages and they were free. The animals were everywhere. Wow, you wouldn't believe how fast they took off and disappeared into the night. Now that the animals were free, Ringo said to Cookie, let's get back home so no one will know we're gone and we can tell Tahoe. Won't he be surprised? Yes, let's hurry. Cookie said, and here's a picture of all the animals coming out of their cages and running. Now they're going to run to the park because that's where the food is. Okay. Meanwhile, in the park, the animals were having a grand party, eating their food and becoming friends. The cats meowed. They loved it and purred. Isn't that great? Freedom for us. Then there was Cupcake, a white chihuahua, and Norbert, a little rat terrier, who had just become friends and were playing together. Cupcake said to Norbert, "Hey, I love playing with you." Norbert replied, "Yeah, I like you too." They wrestled and romped until they finally fell asleep. We will see them shortly. Now night was turning into day. All the animals were waking up. The park was quiet until moms brought their children to play. The animals saw children running and jumping in the playground. Cupcake said to Norbert, "Hey, let's go over to play with those kids." Norbert agreed. "Let's pretend to be magical. We'll play and then disappear." Oh, wow, okay. The kids had fun with the animals. They ran to tell their moms about the animals. The parents looked everywhere but never found the animals. The parents asked, "Children, where have they gone?" The children said, "We don't know, but they were fun to play with. We wish they would come out from their hiding places." That same morning, Ringo said to Cookie and Tahoe, "Let's go back and check on our friends." Tahoe was so excited. "Now, Ringo, now?" "No, Tahoe, tomorrow we can sneak out so no one knows we're gone." Cookie said, "Okay, Ringo, I will call you the ringleader from now on." Ringo said, "See you in book 3, Ringo and the Gang in a Magical Adventure."